in my mind, a career in hospitality is the best thing in the world. It can take you anywhere. It's not all about 4- and 5-star hotels, although if you want to operate at the top of your game, that's certainly where you can go. There's some real iconic hotels within Scotland and within the UK. It allows you the opportunity to travel. But hospitality is so much more than just hotels. It's bars, it's restaurants, it's coffee shops, it's farm shops, it's ice cream vans, it's fish and chip shops, it's pubs. It's just, in my mind, it's just the best career in the world.
Career in hospitality is absolutely something that you can do for the rest of your life, and you can change roles and you can travel and you can do things. But also there's an opportunity, if you want to pursue a career in another industry further down the line, you've actually gained some really transferable skills in the process that will stand you in very good stead regardless of what you do. We see some students coming through the system here who had no intention at the beginning of pursuing a career in hospitality, didn't really know what they wanted to do when they started, but because of the teamwork, the social aspect of it, the skills that you gain, the softer skills that you gain, they've fallen in love with it and are now looking at it as a career. If you've got the desire to travel and you've got some skills and qualifications behind you, then the world's your oyster, and you can go wherever you want. So.
But what I would say to people is, don't be disillusioned with the fact it is hard work. My business is your leisure, so it involves weddings happen at weekends. It involves working weekends. It involves working in the evenings. But the sense of satisfaction that you get from being part of someone's big day, a wedding, for example, is the most amount of money that a couple or a family will fork out with a house in their life. So when we're doing briefings and whatnot for staff, what we do on that Saturday afternoon, those guests will remember forever. What else can you do as a job where you're making memories forever?
What hospitality builds is confidence, and I think you need a bit of confidence in order to succeed in the industry. But again, from a student point of view, if you're starting life out in the hospitality industry, you get that confidence built. You have to be able to work as part of a team. You have to be able to communicate properly. You have to be able to solve problems. You have to be resilient. There's an element of having to have a thick skin to some extent, but actually, I think there's a huge range of skills that the hospitality industry requires, but also develops as you work your way through. So,
if you've got the opportunity to join one of the local hoteliers to partake a role from the HANE apprenticeship scheme, honestly, I was involved in getting the whole thing set up from the word go. You get to work in really good places with really good people that are committed to your learning, and we all want the apprentices to succeed. You get your own uniform, you get your laptop, you get a sense of belonging, but also you get that opportunity to work around the different departments in the hotel. So you'll get to do a stage in housekeeping, in reception, in food and beverage, in housekeeping, in the restaurant, in banqueting. And it really is the opportunity to earn while you learn. You get that qualification, but you also start to build your own little community. So if there is 8 to 10 apprentices all going through at the same time, you're building lifelong friendships. And if you all go on and progress in the industry, hopefully you all keep in touch. You make friends forever, particularly in this industry.
My name is Hannah Carriage. I work at Jury's in Aberdeen Airport. I am a food and beverage supervisor, and I have successfully completed the HANE apprenticeship. The Hospitality Apprenticeship North East is an amazing scheme because it allows you from first day to be working in the industry. You are paid at minimum level wage, so you're not paid at apprentice wage, you're paid at full wage. And it gives you just on-hands experience from the first day, gives you full experience of all the departments. And I think that's what's unique about it, because it's not a lot of like college-based work. It allows you, it's just working, and it allows you to get that full experience without having to worry about worry about like numerical skills and things like that. It just allows you to just get into the industry, see what the industry's about, and to get all the different kind of experiences. It's increased my confidence massively. I was always good at talking to people, but now having the different levels of being able to talk to people, so whether you're talking to a business person or a family or an oil worker, it's increased how you would talk to them. So it's given my confidence a massive boost, but also my administration and accounting skills and things like that have massively improved. I like that no day is the same. You can get such a different experience every day you come to work, and it's just the people you meet. You can meet people from all over the world and from vast different areas, which just allows you just to expand who you know and what you can learn. I think, the most surprising thing about hospitality, I think, is the uniqueness of it. It is a lot of fun. Don't get me wrong, it can be stressful, it can be hard work, it can be a lot of hours, but at the end of it, if you can pull off someone's wedding contract successfully, if you can make someone's day by just simply giving them a free dessert or a free drink because it's their birthday, that sense of satisfaction that you get and that kind of sense of, knowing that you've helped someone have a better holiday or have just a better day, I think that's what would surprise people.
My name's Kim Stephen. I'm Head of Sales for Conferences, Meetings and Banqueting here at P&J Live. So here at the venue we have a variety of different roles. A lot of people think about events and think just about event management. However, there's a lot around food and beverage, security, operational in terms of technical and production, but also sales, marketing and of course, functions such as finance that support the wider business. There's a huge amount of satisfaction in terms of the delivery of events that we see here at the venue, and there's also various different career progressions. We have members of the team who start with us in a sort of casual catering role, work up to team leader, and then potentially, there are opportunities in permanent roles such as sort of food and beverage manager, for example. So there's a really exciting career path that's available here at P&J Live and in the events industry. We have meeting spaces for 5 people and have hosted concerts up to the Scottish sort of largest indoor gig at 15,000 people and everything in between. We go out, we sell the city, we sell the venue to try and attract organisers to come and host their event here in Aberdeen.
When visitors come to Scotland, they are really enthusiastic to see, hear, taste, experience all what's good to eat and drink in Scotland. My name's Grace Noble and I'm the owner of Aberdeenshire Highland Beef. Not only farming but also doing butchery and producing beef. It also led to storytelling about what happens here on the farm, and that really increased demand for visitors wanting to come and tour the farm and learn about the lovely Highland cattle that we have here on the farm, a Scottish iconic native breed. In particular international visitors coming to Scotland.
So I really enjoy doing the tours because you can meet so many different people from all over the world that come to the farm for the tours, and it's really interesting to see what they think of things, some of their ideas, or if they've got a farm where they're from, what they do and how they do it differently.
Visitor attractions on farms are becoming increasingly more popular with people that really want to come and see and pat and brush and smell and taste how our food is produced.
The industry needs keen, trained, ideally qualified individuals who are enthusiastic to go on and make something of themselves. There are options for how you start within hospitality, and I think that's another huge advantage, that you can take up an apprenticeship or go directly into the industry, for example, and work your way up from the bottom. You can study hospitality and related things at school and then maybe go on to college, for example, for a college education. Or you can, you get some people who are self-taught and will literally go into it by themselves and work their way up through the system that way. But there are so many options for how you can go about doing it, so many resources, so many people, I think, who are willing to give you the information and give back to the industry that's helped them.
A career in hospitality is very worth investigating because it's as I've mentioned before, it's so different, it's so unique. It gives you so many transferable skills in anything that you can go and take on, whether you work just for a few years, working functions at a weekend, weddings, or working full time. It gives you so many transferable skills in your later life, but also it's fun. You meet a lot of good people, you make a lot of good friends, and you make connections that will keep you going throughout the rest of your career. And I think that's what's unique about hospitality, is that once you know the industry, you're in the industry. Even if you leave, you'll always know people in that industry.